That's the real power in the social media. Let them do that work and get the word out for you. Okay? Get more link love. So linking back to your blog is a key piece. All right? Comment on other blogs. Every single one of my clients that participates in Blogger Monday with Ann Evanston will tell you that commenting on other blogs has increased traffic to their blog. Here's why. When you comment on a blog, I'm going to give you a big tip here because most people don't do it well. When you comment on a blog, first of all, you need to use your real name, not some goofy name. Okay, like Sexy Chick 2011. Right? I mean, that works, but again, how many people search for Sexy Chick 2011? Right? On Google. You have to think about that, right? Use your real name. Also, don't just use your first name. So when you enter that field where your name is, you want to use your first and your last name. All right? You can even put a comma in your business name after it if you want to. Optimizing SEO in terms of that. Then you get to tell the URL that your name hyperlinks to when you comment on that blog. So why not put your blog site, your website, something you have for sale? You can do that if you want. I'm not into sales landing pages. I think they hurt you in the long run rather than help you. But you can put the link that it goes back to. Okay? That's SEO again. Then when you comment, make sure you try to relate it to what you do. So I'm famous for saying things like, one of the things I love to tell my clients is, when I read a blog, and I relate it to the topic. By saying that statement of, one thing I like to tell my clients is, what did I tell people who read my comment? You have clients. I'm in business, right? I'm for hire. So if people reading the comments on somebody else's blog like what I wrote, they're going to click on my name to go see what I do. That's why commenting often gets you more traffic, because people are clicking through from where you comment from, right? Most people tell me the week that they play Blogger Monday is when they see the most traffic to their blog, even if their blog isn't in play. So you want to get involved in commenting. My goal with most of my clients is 10 blogs. They can comment on 10 blogs a week. All right? Is the goal I set for them. And what you do by commenting on other blogs is you build equity, because the more you comment on other blogs, you're more likely to get people to comment on yours. It's really a community of reciprocity without a doubt. Bloggers give back to other bloggers. All right? Salespeople that just use their blog for sales don't comment on other people's blogs. They really don't. All right? Okay? When writing or using video, this is really the most important thing. Be who you are, not what you do. The more real you are with people, the more authentic you are in what you write, in your experience, in your story, the more you share what's going on, the more you relate it to how you work in your business, what you will find is people will love you, and they will come back, and they will refer business to you, and they will become potential customers or clients. And I think Dr. Seuss said it best. Sometimes we're way too worried about those who don't care. And guess what? Stop worrying about those people. Because the ones that are like-minded matter. And those are the ones you're trying to attract anyway to your business. All right? Lastly, use tools that generate traffic. Hootsuite, you guys familiar with Hootsuite? Hootsuite is a powerful thing. Let me give you a blogging tip related to Hootsuite, okay? Most people write a blog, and they post their blog to Twitter and Facebook the day they do it, which is great. But you know what? You go into Hootsuite, and you set it up to go out a month later, and 2 months later, and 3 months later. I have blogs from 2009 that I put out now. Because guess what? There's new people every day that might catch it and read it. Don't think that the older blogs aren't valuable as content on your social media sites. Reuse them, resend them out. You'll be amazed how new followers, new fans, new friends are going to go read them. If you load them in here, you've just saved yourself a ton of time. Would you agree? Because it'll set it and go out. You don't have to remember to do it. So the day you upload that blog, you put it into Hootsuite, you're good to go. All right? Market Me Suite is now my new favorite tool. Do you love it, Linda? I do too. Love Market Me Suite. Market Me Suite is like a Hootsuite, but it brands your tweets #1. So if you've ever looked at Twitter, on the bottom of Twitter, because it creates a date and time stamped URL, just like a blog does, right? It's a little mini blog. there's a place down there where it'll say via web, via Hootsuite, via TweetDeck, right, via whatever it came from. That is ad space for Hootsuite. Would you agree? Every time you tweet from Hootsuite, it goes out and says that. With a hyperlink back to Hootsuite. See the value of that? With Market Me Suite, I can change that link to my business name with a hyperlink to my blog.
So, and is it like a monthly subscription, or is it like
I paid, there is different versions. I paid for lifetime membership, which was worth it. I think it's $119 or something.
I did the yearly thing.
Yeah. Yeah, $70 a year. If you pay for lifetime, you get lifetime upgrades to it. It now hooks up to Facebook, and they're creating a Blog Me piece, which works with WordPress now as well. So they're really advancing it as a tool. I highly recommend it. Yeah, absolutely. Here's another one I recommend, Tube Toolbox. The cool thing about Tube Toolbox as a tool is that it helps you find your target market on YouTube, and then it'll just automatically search for you. You put in the keywords and it searches and it pulls them up, right, and files them away. And then from that system, you can send automatic friend requests. So the people that friend you, of course, watch your videos and subscribe. That's a good thing, so you don't have to manually go onto YouTube and do it. Saves you a ton of time in terms of that. And your goal on YouTube is that you want to get enough views that you get revenue share and eventually partnership. Okay? I make right now $1,130 a month on YouTube, and I do nothing but upload videos to get it. From revenue share. My goal is $3,000 by the end of the year. Okay? From revenue share. That means that the ads that they put up by it, when people click on them, I get a portion of that. All right? So that's pretty powerful when you start to think about it, because research actually shows that the YouTube community is kind of an ad-happy community. That's really how YouTube makes their money, big time. Okay? So you want to be in that place, and that's, you want to get the views. And YouTube is a social network. It is a place where you can go comment, you can friend, you can subscribe, all the things that you do on the other channels people don't realize you can do on there. So you want to get that going. Another thing that I have created with my clients is a video viewing program. I did this with one of Jen's videos, so she knows the power of it and has seen it. We have worked with some cool guys in Emeryville, over where I'm from, and created a program that will actually drive traffic based on your keywords and your target market to your video to watch it. Right? More views means Google starts to pay attention, right? Because you're getting views. YouTube starts to pay attention because you're getting views. And that's how you get the revenue share. And we do it for you, the work for you, so that you don't have to wonder. Because there's nothing worse than loading a video and hoping you get a view. And then you watch it, and it says 1. and then you watch it again. Right? And with my video viewing program, we'll get you 100 to 300 views a day. And then you add that to revenue share, and now you see what I do as a strategy with this, right? And then I take that same video and I embed it in my blog, which the ads are attached to it. See where I'm going in terms of a strategy. So these are some cool tools. Yes? No, it's huge. 1 billion subscribers, it's huge. Here's what I tell people though. Again, when I hear that question, what I hear is my potential customer there? Wrong question. Are raving fans there? Because if raving fans are there who will never buy for you, they increase your visibility, which finds a potential customer. Are referral sources there? I've got this crazy guy, Nigel, and as a matter of fact, I did a video this morning and I actually call Nigel out in the video that comments on every single one of my blogs. Nigel will never, I don't think will ever buy from me. Nigel has already emailed me and referred a client to me though, right? So he's a referral source, right? Also, press comes from it. So somebody sees a great video and says, we'd like to interview you for our blog or for our radio show or for our, they go to video, right? Especially radio and TV. They want to see if you can project yourself in that way. They're not going to read to see, because trust me, people who often write well stumble when it gets to words, right? So you have to practice that as well. So there's that opportunity that comes from YouTube that's huge for me in terms of that. Good question. Yeah.
Question about the ad sharing. I got an email from the Google team because one of my videos hit about 7,000 views, and they said, do you want to do ads? I was like, sure.
Yeah.
Now, if I create another video because I'm
between revenue share and partnership.
Okay.
So revenue share is based on views, right, in terms of that. Now, of course, more views with the ads, right, it's kind of a cyclical process. If you don't get views, people aren't clicking on the ads, which is why we created the video view program, right? With revenue share, though, you have to get to a certain number of views before they'll offer you the AdSense. With partnership, it's automatic. You can actually build it in. And with partnership, you can build a rental agreement. So what I'm working on for my 2011 strategy is I'm actually going to put videos that people can rent for like $2.99, $5.99, $7.99 for 2 days that are actually my training content, and they can rent it, which you could do as well. Right? That's partnership, though. That's the next level, and that's an application process on YouTube.
Okay. So the
How am I
bottom
doing?
line
You
is,
just
if I
cut me
make
off.
another one, I've got to wait for people to contact me and say, yeah, you did it again, we want to take that video and share it, really.
Right now, you have to wait. Yeah, until you apply for partnership. In partnership, you usually have to show that you're consistently subscribing, friending, that kind of stuff, and putting video up regularly. They don't give partnership to people that put up video once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What else? Any other questions for me right now? Yes.
How often?
How often to blog?
Blog or to video?
Well, you know, people say that you should blog every day. How many of you have heard that?
Chris Brogan just said 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Chris Brogan does it 3 times a day. Chris Brogan has other people that blog for him. So, here's what I tell my clients. And again, I have a lot of people that have taken my training. They're lifetime members of SNCC in here. What I tell my clients is that's not realistic for the small business owner, okay? Initially, if you can do 3 times a week, that's what I'd like to see until you get your traffic up, okay? Also, here's what I tell my clients, though. Get a whole bunch of content before you even start posting. Go write for 30 days and video for 30 days, so you have a ton of stuff built up, right? And then what happens is you start writing and blogging and you start reading other blogs and writing. How many of you agree with this? You get more and more and more ideas. As you're in the community, you just keep getting more ideas. So if you build the content ahead of time before you ever start posting, then you're not like, oh, dang, I need a post, right? That kind of mindset. Once you get to where you're pretty viral, once a week will work very well. And then when you use my strategy of taking the old blogs and feeding them, you'll be amazed what that does for you. And I have a crazy strategy. My newsletter is just my blog with a link back to my blog. And everybody that subscribes to my newsletter gets, it's just it's an auto feeder, right? So they get them. And every time they get them, guess what? They come over and comment. I don't put it in there to just read it and go, oh, that's nice. I send a link to the blog to go read it on the blog, right? With a little 1-line teaser. That's all I do in my newsletter, right? So once you get the content going, it's a good thing.
So the more you do your other strategies, just go comment on other blogs, the more ideas you get for your own blog.
It's absolutely true.
So you said go comment on 10 blogs a week,
Yeah.
right?
The more you comment, the more ideas you get. Sometimes you read something from a competitor and you have a different viewpoint and it inspires you. Sometimes it's just some random thing and you're like, oh, I'd love to write about that. I see some of you smiling and nodding. It's really true. Blogger Monday with Evanston. Who plays? There's several of you that play. It's fabulous, right? It's a fabulous way to get exposure for your blog, to find blogs to comment on, to have a community that will support you. It's a great thing, so you can check out that link too for you. All right? Any other questions for me? Yes.
Talk about how you can help people, how we can help you.
You got it.
So just kind of trying to get an idea of the blogging, the commenting, what percentage of your time would you say you should dedicate to that if you still have to see clients and, run your business?
Marketing your business should be 20 to 40% of your time if you want to make more money. And marketing people would say it should be 60 to 80% of your time. The problem with most small business owners is you aren't marketing regularly. You're only marketing when you need business. And that's a critical mistake. I see people with networking do this all the time. You only show up now because you need new clients. When you get them, you stop coming. Show up when you don't need clients, right? Blog because you don't need clients, right? Because then what happens is the funnel is fed all the time and the opportunities fed all the time. And how many of you would like the problem of having more business than you can handle? I mean, most people would, right? Most people would like to get to that place where they're getting more business than they can handle. That requires that you're marketing. So I tell my clients that 20% of their time should be spent marketing and whatever strategies that is of your marketing. Look at how much Crystal markets, right? Between networking events in person, between online. What percentage of your time would you say?
Oh, yeah, 60.
60%, see? So that's the key. Right now, if I could get you in a habit, it'd be an hour a day that you would commit out of your time towards your blogging, towards blog commenting, towards all of that. Here's the other thing I know, that when you learn something new, it takes more time until you become comfortable with it. True? So right now it feels awkward and strange and uncomfortable, and it's going to take forever. With practice, it's faster and faster and faster. It's easier and easier and easier. You do more in the same amount of time. So that's the key to that for me. All right? So what I brought you today, in a couple of your handouts if you look at it, I have a couple great ways for you to work with me and continue to follow up with me. First of all, several of my lifetime members of the Social Networking Coaching Club are in here. It's how I train people on my strategy with a true customized approach. So you get Coach Ann on your business, where I really work with you specifically to figure out how to find your unique voice in all of this social media space. And that's really important because there's a lot of chatter out there right now that doesn't stand out, all right? So finding that unique voice is really important. And lifetime membership is normally $799 for life. 2011, I'm launching my advanced strategies, which I'm really excited about because there's some new cool things that are happening that people don't realize. And what I did is discounted that for you today to $499 with a 10-month payment plan, and it's not a Kmart layaway, which means you pay me the first $50 and you get to start and work with me, okay? It's online, and the reason it's online is because I want to teach you how to have the online voice, not this voice. So I've changed that. I don't do the telephone with people anymore on this. I want you to learn online how to communicate and get your voice out. And it's a very powerful model in terms of that. All right?
If you want to sign up for that today, how do we do that?
You can sign up for today. Actually, if you're logged in, there's a way to sign up for today right here. Or you can log in right now, and there's a special offers page at warrior-preneur.com. And you can sign right up, and the payment plan's hooked up there. Michelle, my assistant's done that. So it's there and ready for you with that. And then I'm also doing my blogging workshop in January. It's a 30-day intensive where you will walk out with more than 30 posts. You will understand link, love, and categories. You will get feedback about what you're writing and your call to actions, all that good stuff. And it's discounted for you today. And my SNCC members, if you want it, you get an extra $50 off from that if you want to sign up for that. And that code is on SNCC that you need to put into the payment thing to get the discount. All right? So that's what I do. Yes?
So weekly feedback and calls, when we talk to you?
Yes, so there will be weekly feedback and calls so that you'll actually, in a not one-on-one group setting, right, versus individually. All right? Okay? Thank you guys very much.
You're awesome.